guys, what's going on? There we go. Everything should be working, I think. Hello. Yes, it looks like it's working. I know it's loud. Just let it get out of the intro, and then we get in this really cool music. What's going on, guys? Wow, why is this full screen? What happened that you went full screen? Never go full screen, guys. Hello, Margot. Hello, Turner. How are you guys doing? You know, this is really kind of depressing. My video output, according to YouTube, is already at low. And I like it when it's green. It's better when it's green. Yes, yes, yes. Margot, I am quite gorgeous. So yeah, Dragon Age, let's get into it now. Enough clowning around, we've got so much to do. The Dwarven City is so big. I was even kind of thinking about how I wanted to go about this. And I'm going to start kind of in the Dust Town. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm in... Where am I? Did I end in camp? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm in camp. Okay. Alright. Let's, what's in our inventory? Do we have to sell stuff? Maybe. 47 out of 110. I suppose we can donate over all the death root. A lot of ruins too. A lot of gifts. Let's empty out this inventory a little bit. Materials for the Dalish. Have all the death roots. Okay, good. Good. Let's leave.
Generous as always, Warden.
Yes, I am quite generous. How about... electric damage, which I do like. I don't know if I'm gonna use one of those as opposed to one of the willpower rings or not. I haven't decided. La la. Okay, so we could probably get rid of these journey ruins too. Let's do that. I think those are the second lowest. Gus is your favorite character? Yeah, let's do this. Taylor would like... Let's leave. Okay. We got rid of some more slots.
To invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Oh, I know. Where is he? Here's Gus. Oh, Margot was just saying Gus is her favorite character, and because you're here now, I was actually going to do this for her, but for you too, we are going to pet Gus. Oh, look how happy he is. Look how happy he is. Hello, darling, I'm glad to see you. I always am. Well, I mean, maybe there was sort of an exception last night when you needlessly gave me the finger for no reason at all. You guys... I was just minding my own business, watching Indy's chat, and all of a sudden my Discord pops up, and it's Desert Darling giving me the middle finger. Why? Why would you do that, darling? Yeah, Turner. That's what happened. So given to a certain party member to influence... gemmed bracelet. I don't really need to give anything to Morrigan or Liliana right now. Actually, one of them will be mad at me the second I talk to him. Do you want this? Is this something?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Sten, do you want... Is there any more, like... How about this gold bar?
You have my thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go see. We got rid of a few stuff. Alistair?
What do you need?
Okay, nothing. Oh, this game is... I thought... Originally for the 360, I thought this game was like closer to 24 hours, but we're pushing like 2 days now. I can't believe it. Yeah, don't flirt with JC.
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
Go on.
That is unexpected.
Right? You thought I was... Oh, well, I mean... Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
That's right. Why were you caged?
I caged myself.
Oh.
A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Did you put yourself in the cage?
I know that my failures were my own. I told you before that I was sent here.
This guy.
I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad.
I don't believe that at all, Darlin.
The earth beneath our feet, the air above us.
Darlin,
The
however,
lone
does
shadows
flirt with
of
me
the
all the
darkspawn.
time.
I saw
But it's
the
one of
last
those
the creatures cut down, too late.
playground school kid type. Like the girl chases the boy across the playground, and then when she catches him, she kisses him, and then she runs away. That's what Darlin does to me. Of course, it's a little more adult-like. She does that-ish, but she, like, disguises it. Like, you know, it's hard to explain, but she does that. See, I'm ridiculously attractive. That's what I thought. Now, quit interrupting the wonderful dialogue I'm having with Sten, you guys. What happened to the other Kunari?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
Did you drop it on the battlefield?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And where was it?
They said they found me with nothing.
Okay. And you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
That was silly.
I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone.
You want
I have
Sten to
carried
wear a
it
wig?
from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to
Who
the
needs a
Arishok,
wig?
I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Right. Maybe you did panic, and maybe you did desert.
In fear, I kill people. Pray that you don't see me in anger.
Well, there's nothing we can do.
No, there isn't. Shall we move on?
Okay. Sten disapproves. I figured so much. Liliana.
I see you're still with Morrigan.
Uh-oh.
I thought you said she didn't mean anything to you.
She's mad.
What are you playing at? You tell me you like me, and it means something to you, and you have her on the side? It's not fair to either Morrigan or me.
She's mad.
Do you say the same things to her that you say to me?
Liliana. Indy calls me a robot. She's a different sort of girl.
I suppose you need different girls for different days of the week.
Yeah, that's
Morrigan
what
when
it
you want
is.
some rough tumbling.
Yeah,
Liliana when you need a bedtime story and someone to tell you what a nice boy you are.
yeah,
Just
that's...
show me some respect. Show us some respect, please.
Right. I respect you both.
Wonderful people have their limits too. I care for you, more deeply than I can say, but I can't watch you going to her all the time.
Right, okay, gotcha. Ugh. Interesting. Should have ended it with her a long time ago.
I am sorry I had to force this on you.
Yeah, it's okay.
I couldn't stand by any longer wondering if I meant anything to you.
What? That's silly. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
There wasn't too much harm done. I think I will survive.
You're a good
We
lady.
should talk later.
I agree. What do you want to talk about, Liliana?
It has been some time since I left Lothering. When I stepped out of the cloister, I had no
She's
idea
over it
where my
already.
path would lead. I walked where the Maker led me, and he has rewarded me for my faith. I found you.
I already said I'm not an alien. I'm a robot. So the Maker's a divine matchmaker now.
Something like that. The Maker wants his children to be happy. Would he have created in us the capacity for love if he did not intend for us to find it?
Love?
Yes,
What?
that gloriously rich
don't
and
know what that
decadent
means.
emotion that one finds oneself hopelessly stuck in. Much like caramel pudding.
No. Caramel pudding? What? Chocolate's better. Pudding.
Oh, I have tales of pudding like you
Oh
would not
boy.
believe.
Okay.
Perhaps we could retire to my tent, and I could regale you.
I don't think I could turn down such a proposition.
Good. Now come with me before I lose my patience.
I agree with Darlin. Cammy, please. Guys, look at this. She's just coming on to me. I couldn't help it. She came on to me, guys. If you're a virgin, close your eyes like this. But or maybe you like this, so you can't see. YouTube, do one of these. Don't demonetize me. Wow.
Hello.
You look smug. What's going on?
I was watching you sleep. Did you know your eyelids flutter when you dream?
No,
And you have such pretty eyelashes.
that part is true. Everything about me is quite gorgeous. It's not just my lashes that are pretty.
So I hear. I'm so happy, blissful. I haven't slept so well since I was forced to flee from Orlais. Knowing you will be the first thing I see when I wake gives me no small amount of comfort. I feel safe in your arms. Safe, loved and accepted. This is where I belong. Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
I suppose I should get up. We have a long day ahead of us.
Yes, I agree. And it's not very often day when we're in camp. But I bet it's not day. I bet it's still night. I don't feel like getting up.
Come on. Darkspawn await with
Oh,
bated
blah.
breath for you to put them out
Darkspawn.
of their misery.
The blight will still be there in a few
What are you-
minutes.
Oh, I see. I suppose the darkspawn will just have to wait a bit longer.
Wow. I actually didn't see that part coming. Achievement unlock, wine, women, and song. Sten. Okay, that was from earlier. Right. Gotcha. Let's give that a save-z. Hello, Cammy. I don't remember if I said hi to you when you came in. I saw you come in. I don't remember if I said hi. Guys, Cammy, you know what? Cammy has a link in my description, but it's still wrong. I need to get it updated for her. Darlin's link is in my description, and hers is correct. So go check her out. Cammy's on Twitch now. I promise, Cammy, I will get it updated. I wanted to find Win quick. Oh, I'm on the right side of camp for Win. Here we go. Win! Do you have anything to say?
Is there something you need?
Actually, we'll
It
do
is no
this
trouble.
later. We'll do this later. And let's sell some stuff before we're on our way back to the Dwarven City.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
How you guys doing? Thanks for coming by. Hit the like button. I hope I didn't chase you off with all the sexy scenes. Let me see your
I'm
wares,
sure you'll be
Bodane.
pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alright, what do we got here? Anything we can sell? We haven't used bolts, and we're probably not going to. So let's sell all of these. Because Major Lane had a bow. Yeah, it's a bow. And all this Wade stuff is just not amazing. I should have just made it like super heavy plate. Okay, let's just sell all this. I'm gonna keep the Chantry robe for now, just in case. I'm gonna want it, but I mean, I'm not going to need it, but we could probably buy it later, though. You know what? Never mind. We'll rebuy it from Bodane later if we want it, but I don't think we're gonna need to. Oh, we can sell these as well. Alright, let's get on our way. We've lingered here long enough. What are you guys talking about now? I look away just to do... Oh yeah, okay. What are you guys talking about? Oh, you guys are a mess. Alistair.
Yes.
Liliana.
Indeed.
Morgan.
Indeed.
La la. Alright. Into Orzammar. Wow, how did we get to the... Oh, that's right. We went into Dagna. Oh, yeah, yeah. Darwin said I was an alien. Cammy said I was a boy. Indy says I'm a robot. I would probably tend to go with the robot more than anything else. Are we... Don't you think you should be singing something?
It's done.
We're pretty safe in here, so we don't need all these buffs, but Dagna.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well,
quite a while. Enough
Yeah.
time to get to the circle and back, I hope.
Oh,
Oh, please tell me what they said.
oh, okay. First Enchanter Irving accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since Urelden in the 13th century.
13th century.
I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books, tuition?
Tuition. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me.
Off with
If
you.
you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
I don't know if I'll be going that way, but yes, I will see you there. All right, now let's do something a little kind of more fun here. Hello, guy. Can I see your wares?
Please, don't encourage Dagna further. Tell her you were wrong and that her place is with her family.
Let's see what you've got.
Of course. Keep in mind
He's not
we
as mad
also
as I
take
thought he was
items
gonna
on
be.
trade.
I thought he was going to be really mad at us, but... Alistair doesn't have that kind of strength yet, I don't think, no. Alistair is so worthless. Alright, I thought he was going to be mad at me. I was expecting a fight. And, this is the Chantry chick. We're going down here! Dust Town. I know, I need more strength points. I already have all the stamina. That's right. Lots of stamina, not enough strength. But, I mean, I guess, who needs the strength, really? Oh, turn right. Hey, what's this? What's going on? I didn't ask for this. I just come down here, and these thugs... Well, I did not expect to get ambushed. Right after I said this is pretty safe, too. There we go. Hey, Darren, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute, Darren.
I shall do it.
I shall do it. I am moving to Twitch. I'm doing a little donation goal for a gaming PC. I told Zanara... Hey, Kat's here too! Hello, Kat! Yeah, I told Zan that I would get a gaming PC and move to Twitch. So I got a little donation goal going. But no matter what happens with the donations, I'm getting my PC this weekend. Or I'm going to order it, rather. I've got to wait for it to come in. I've got to finish Dragon Age before I leave. But I'll be on my way to Twitch next week. So yeah, that's that. My Twitch link is in my description. It's like right at the top. So, if you are over on Twitch, check me out there. Why move? Because Zanara made me. That's all it was. Zan said either you move or else. Actually, what I did do, when I was deciding about moving to Twitch... No, darling, stop. No, Cammy, that's not what it was. When I was trying to decide if I was going to move to Twitch or not, I actually went to a lot of people. I knew Cammy and Indy would follow me if I went over there. But, like, Darlin and Rachel and Kat, I specifically asked them, I was like, if I go over to Twitch, will you guys come over with me? And they said, we'll go where you go. I mean, as far as coming and hanging out and, you know, being possible mods and things like that. And they said they'll come over with me, and I said that's all I wanted. So, yeah. Indy's moving part-time. He's gonna try doing some on Twitch, but he's still mostly gonna be on YouTube. Cammy's over on Twitch. Darlin, you said if I moved to Twitch, you would come visit me. And I have that. No, you said you would. And I have that in my Discord, and I can prove it. I can go screenshot it, and I can make it my background on my intermission screen for everybody to see it. Of course, if you don't want to be my mod on Twitch, you don't have to come over. Oh, okay.
An elf? And I thought they were just made up stories to frighten children.
That was Gus. And yes, all of my mods that I have here, I do plan on making you mods over at Twitch. Just so you can keep your status.
Did you get them topside?
Darlin probably did say that, but she probably didn't mean it as much as she could. So... She's also making me watching this awful, terrible show called Heartland. It's got like a lot of horses and stuff. I don't think anybody really likes it. I don't think even Darlin likes it. I think she's just trying to annoy me. And again, it's that schoolgirl thing where you chase the boy around. In this case, like she said, she doesn't kiss me, but she's like, hey, I like you. I'm gonna push you around. That's what she does. All right. Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? Okay, I'm an elf, so... I'm JC, pleased to meet you.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
Again, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the stream. Please hit the like button. You just have to hold on tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
Yeah. I have to go.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Right. You are not as funny as you think you are. Alright, what else do we got? A beggar?
You got a crust of bread to spare?
I do not carry food on me. Who are you?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
It's all good, Darren. You do what you gotta do. None of us are mad at you. Listen, I told you guys before. I do this to hang out with you guys, give you a place to hang out with me. If you come, awesome. I'm glad to see you. Hello, Christy. If you don't come, you got your own thing going on. You don't gotta hang out with us. Only gotta come here if you feel like you wanna hang out. No, I don't think people are moving to Twitch because of me. I think people are moving to Twitch because of me, Indy. Because I said, I'm going to Twitch, and everybody said, oh, JC, we love you so much. We will follow you to Twitch, and then Cammy's like, I don't want to miss it at all. I'll go to Twitch first, so I don't miss a second of JC. And I said, now you got the idea, Cammy. I said, you know what's going on. And Indy, he was like, yeah, alright, JC's moving over there, I'll kind of go over there. Because he doesn't like to rub my ego or anything like that, but yeah, Cammy, you said exactly that. I have that Discord message as well. So, yep. Wow, okay, she needs food. Here's 5 silver, buy yourself some food.
Well, thank you truly, my lord.
I am here for you.
Right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding
Bye,
finger.
Margot. See you later.
Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for?
Christy, now's not the time for a joke. We're having a good time. Okay, what takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for, old... I don't think so. Tell me about Dusttown?
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
Yeah, Kat said the same thing. She said, when you go over to Twitch, JC, I will love you forever. And I said, oh, Kat, that's sweet. And because that's what I say all the time. Kat's giving the booby grab to Darren. GG. Ah, that's actually not a bad idea, Andy. Maybe she should consider that. Christy said no. She said she's not doing it. What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth.
Ah.
I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me.
Carta.
Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Right. And they can just get away with that.
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar,
1 second.
casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
Alright. I should get going now.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Alright, thank you. So, regarding the writing, indeed, we don't hit on my sister here, especially since she's got a significant other. I'm just going to point that out now. In regards to the writing, I've been having this long kind of sort of conversation with Darlin the last couple of days about a story that I don't like, and it's not good. And I've just decided that that particular short story I'm going to probably scrap. I did send it off to TJ, but I don't like it. So, my next release, which is still going to be scheduled for this month, October, isn't going to be a paperback. It's just going to be ebook, which is going to be Kindle. I'm sorry to everybody, but I'm not going to get the words, and I don't have the ideas to do a paperback. So, there is going to be a release. It's just going to be Kindle, and it's going to be cheap. It's not going to be anything expensive. So I'm kind of sad about it won't be a paperback, but there is going to be something. Alright.
Stop staring. Stop staring at my face.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town?
Yeah.
You need old Nadezda to play tour guide?
Oh, no, I think I'm going to leave
I'll just
again.
stay out of your way then.
Alright, good. Sorry I bothered you. What are you doing?
Spare a bit for the needy?
Wow.
Please.
You guys are going to drain me of coin.
Have you a coin to spare,
Christy's my
lord?
sister.
It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
Question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
Okay. What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless,
I
as
see.
is he.
Oh.
I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Seems like that's your decision then. Abandon him in the deep roads. That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Yeah, Indy likes that because of his Lil Indy. Which, by the way, if you guys missed Indy's murder mystery the other night, there is a really funny joke about him wishing somebody would tell him that he is normal size. I found that quite amusing. Okay. Why don't you take your son to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there.
I didn't shoot any.
But humans
I didn't
don't
fire any
care
shots.
about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
I was gonna say I didn't shoot any fires. I'm from the surface.
And you've been kinder than any of my countrymen. Perhaps it's a sign.
It is a
It
sign.
gives my son a chance to live. I will go. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Indy. That was his answer. It had nothing to do with me. I was just relaying what had happened. Okay, I think... Where was that door? The door appears to be made of solid stone. There is no visible means of opening it. On closer inspection, there's a small slot concealed in the fold of the stone, just big enough for a finger. Look through the slot. He said applied to who? What? What are you guys talking about? Did I miss something in the chat? Hey Chunky, what's going on? Good to see you. Chunky's got a link in my description as well, if you want to check her out over on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Another beggar.
If I were tall and beautiful like you, I could make all sorts of money.
Let's not get all gross in the chat, Chunky. Love and hearts and hugs. We don't need it, you guys. Turner. Unless you want to put the black hearts. Those are fine. Shadow hearts are good. When are you coming to Twitch? When am I coming to Twitch? Hopefully next week, assuming my computer comes in and I get everything set up and I get the stuff for my upcoming book release done next week. Fingers crossed. Also, guys, remember I've got the donation thing going on for free autograph books, for a free autograph copy of a book. And right now, Desert Darlin is leading the way. She'll get one for sure if she stays at the top. What's going on in there?
Say.
Yeah, well, he deserved it. That you guys know the rules. You don't get to spam the chat with emojis. He knows the rules.
I'm here.
Unlock this.
Of course.
Open longsword. I think he could actually use that if it's better. I don't know if it is.
I shall.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to do that, Chunky. My gaming PC goal is about to run out in a few days anyway. Because I'm going to buy it. When Sunday comes around, I'm going to buy it just anyway. But I thought maybe this will be a good way to get some donations coming in and to give you guys a chance to get one of my books as well. But no worries on the donations. I appreciate that though, Chunky. You're a good lady. Yeah, I do not love the indie booty. That is not something I would ever do. Alright, Darren, have a good, evening. Well, I mean, I guess have a good afternoon would be more appropriate. Now, there was somewhere... Oh, here. Yeah.
Very well.
Okay, what do you got?
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
You've got stuff I want. Orlesium bow. Is that better than what she's got? I wonder. Because she can't use major lanes yet. Doesn't have rapid aim. It's not good. A lot of this stuff is not good. Enchanter robes. 5 spell plower. Ooh, that's a really good robe. I wonder if how it compares to Morgan's new robe. Oh, 5 magic. The robe's position are better. But I don't know if I want this, but I don't know if I don't want it. So we'll take it. Not as good as what he's got on. I know that for a fact. This guy used to sell a book, I thought. It's practically all the same. Come on now. Alright. Do you have something else for me?
You're back. You got more business for me?
This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Basically what I'm getting here is you sell things for the nobles, and the nobles run the cartel, and so you disperse, and that's how you get all your shit. Gotcha. I was leaving.
That's what I thought.
Do you want to fight? Hey, what are you doing?
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw.
That's right.
And that's not much of a uniform.
Well, I'm a dwarf. Or, I mean, I'm an elf. I'm a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin?
Maybe.
Could be I have that opportunity.
Go on.
Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
You understand I'm a Grey Warden, right? I have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws.
Oh, I know.
Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns.
What?
You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Is this a joke? I'm turning you in.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Boys.
okay. Let me show you how this is gonna go. That was a little easy. Now, I wonder, 20 gold he had on him. Wow. I'm just out of curiosity. I want to go back in here. What's going on? Alex? Hey you. Do you want to fight?
You're back. You got more business for me?
No, I just want to see if you want to fight.
That's what I thought.
I think we're down in Dust Town. Yes. How you doing? Do you want me to call you Spaz or Alex? There's a sort of a chantry here. I don't think I gave a proper hi to Cat earlier. Cat, could be gross in the chat. I think I feel like now we've been properly greeted. Alright. So we have been kind of over here before, but we haven't gone up here. If you guys remember last time, we came into a fight between the nobles called, one of them was Haramont, and one of them was Balin. I think Balin Idukin was his name? Nothing. Hey, you.
Atrasvala.
Right.
Ancestors watch your path, Grey Ward.
Thank you, guard. How about you? What do you do? A noble.
Is it true that Surfacer elves are murderers and thieves?
No. Who told you that nonsense? Hello. Wait. You're a guard, right?
Greetings.
Greetings.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Right. Balin is the rightful heir. So if you really want a king that bad...
The Idukans have held the throne for 370 years. That's long enough.
Wow, okay. So he is not a fan of the Idukans.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons.
Really?
Shocking allegations abound.
That sounds like blasphemy. Do you work for CNN?
Mine is an honorable task.
Oh, stop.
And I shall drown out anyone who claims otherwise.
No offense, but I've often wondered how you people get by with your awkwardly long limbs.
Atrasvala.
Right.
It is begun.
Can't believe nobody else appreciated that CNN joke. Hey, we can go into Haramont's house. Yeah, alright. What is this? This is a really big place. What are you guys up to? Oh, they can play chess.
Even Balin's father rejected him in the end.
Haramont is the rightful king, and you know that.
I don't know anything about Haramont.
Welcome to Lord Haramont's estate.
Thank you.
Please pet Gus.
Sup Nerd donated $50 and Sup Nerd wants me to pet Gus. Well, Gus isn't here, but that's an amazing donation. And you're not only our new stream boss, but you're gonna go on my wall, Sup Nerd. I'll figure out who you are later. For the $50, and you are now our leader, the leader, in the autograph book giveaway. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna find out who you are later. And then, so I rightfully know who I might have to contact later. Uh-oh, my tape is not, like, I said this before, you guys. I don't have, like, Scotch tape. All I have is this big round thing, and then I have to cut it with the scissors to get the tape off. So yeah. I think Britsky said it was cute once, and actually I was gonna do like post-its or something, but then Britsky said it was cute. Or adorable, maybe she said, and so I just kept it. So, Sup Nerd goes on the wall, and I did it on the sideways, because, you know, maybe it looks like a jigsaw puzzle now? I don't know. Thank you, Sup Nerd. Hashtag Sup Nerds in the chat. I appreciate whoever it is. I'll figure it out later. And that's the first time that Wario donation ever popped up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will pet Gus later. When I see Gus, I will pet Gus. Okay, so we came in from that way. You know what? Maybe we'll even take Gus with us on a couple missions. Just because of that donation.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
Right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and visit. Yeah, Turner Supnerd gave us a nice donation and wants us to pet Gus. Which, by the way, I do not regret at all naming our war dog Gus. I think because it's easier for me to pick on Taylor that way.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
All right.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
Hello. Oh, you know who I am. Well, you have already gotten my favor, Lord Harrowmont cronies, I guess. Call them cronies. Wow, I'm almost shocked that she was able to open that. She isn't able to open anything. Liliana. Okay. See, that's a lot more Liliana. Hey, where's Harrowmont? I came to see him.
House Harrowmont is honored to have you
Oh.
here.
You guys. Listen, flattery will get you everywhere with me. And you are definitely flattering me.
We are honored by your trust.
Can you let me... Oh, he did. Doolin.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here.
Yep.
I am Doolin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would like to speak with Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship.
Do I look like
so
a
I'm
spy?
afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
All right. What do you want me to do? But I have this treaty.
You're asking the King of Orzammar to send armies to the surface, but Orzammar has no king and we have no army.
Right, okay.
Right now, the men who should be fighting Darkspawn are brawling
Listen,
in the
I have a blight to
If
deal
this
with.
situation is not resolved, we face civil war. If you want Lord Harrowmont's time now, you'll have to prove you have no intention of turning against him later.
Alright, Guy, I don't like your attitude. If you have any more outbursts like that, I'll make sure Balin takes the throne. Yeah. How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today.
What's a proving?
The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Okay. So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Okay, gotcha. I don't want to start picking sides.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know.
Gotcha.
The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
So, they want us to end some sort of, I guess, tournament in the name of Lord Harrowmont.
These are the personal apartments of High General Lord Harrowmont. No visitors are allowed at this time.
Yeah, Christy, go on. I mean, that's what you get for living in the north where it gets cold. Oh, I see. So you're talking about as opposed to just a plastic shovel. What's going on, Kelly? Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see what this person is up to.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Right, so you're in favor of Balin. I get it. You.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Okay, we got another one for Harrowmont.
Orzammar welcomes the Grey Wardens.
You've got a lot of differing opinions.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harrowmont think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The Assembly demands an answer.
Oh, okay.
Good day,
Interesting.
Grey Warden.
More politics. Orzammar Guard.
Ancestors watch your path, Grey Warden.
This is the Royal Palace. We'll come back to this, I think. Let's, what else is going on here?
Is it true there's civil war on the surface?
What do you mean you have woodpecker issues? Like, are they trying to peck into your house? Otherwise, I don't know why that would be an issue. The Chamber of the Assembly. We'll come back to that as well, I think.
I require a moment of silence to take in this magnificent sight.
Oh, that's it?
I hear there's a war going on the surface.
Yeah, well, it's a blight. It's not a war. The Shaperate? Okay, we've heard about the Shaperate a little bit before. Oh, see, this is all there is. We can't get over to the rest of these streets, which always kind of bummed me out, because look at how amazing this part of Orzammar is. I think this is just incredible. Let's go into the Shaperate. Again, guys, thanks for coming out, hanging out, giving me some of your time on Thursday. I appreciate you all.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Oh, man. Yeah, you need to calm down, sir.
Excuse me, I can't chat.
Okay. If anybody's read Tales of the Order, I kind of made, I kind of designed one of the buildings in one of the stories after this Shaperate.
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
Okay. You're not a very nice cataloger. What's going on?
Warden, I'm outraged.
Yeah?
A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Oh, I know. Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with
boy.
the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine.
Right.
He's probably
No,
in the
Kelly.
slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Right. I think you've got Carta problems. What do you got going on? Horta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume?
Not specifically.
Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left.
Okay.
They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
If you guys probably don't remember, because this is really obscure, but when we first walked into Orzammar, there was those kind of statues of paragons, and Ortan was one of those statues. I could try to find them.
You're from the surface. What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There
I'm a
aren't
Grey
even any
Warden,
expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
Kelly, you didn't miss us. You saw us all yesterday. You were hanging out with us in Darlin's Discord. Yes, everybody booby grabs JC. I am a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden?
Yes.
Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could.
So that's what this is about.
Maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
What? Okay, so she was born a noble, but the history of her family was lost in the Ortane Tig. So she wants us to see if we can find it.
Shh. I'm doing very important work.
Alright, I'll let you go then. Should I lift the no JC singing rule on my Twitch account? Oh, you always listen. Let me tell you this, Andy, regarding DJ JC, is that DJ JC is very popular on Twitch. So, if you, I mean, it might be better for you if you did. You got something going on?
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Oh, darling, you wanted me to sing a song a couple weeks ago, and I never did for you. I don't remember how the song goes, because I actually listened to it a few times to try to get some of the words, but it was so long ago I don't remember now. It was that Fa La 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 song. Go round and around the world, fa la 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 la. And I don't know the words to the song, go la 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 la. Yeah. No idea.
When I last walked this hall,
that's all you get. That's what you
was
get.
King and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the shaper of memories.
Right. How do you know me?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Oh, where is Shadow? I don't know that song. It wasn't an outburst, it was for Darlin, because she requested it. No, I can't... Well, what song are you trying to get me to sing? I don't know either of those songs. Not the one Darlin requested or the one Christy requested. Listen, I really don't care at all about the Chantry. So I don't know if I'm actually going to do that one or not. Let's talk about Orzammar.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Yeah, I thought it was probably from Bear in the Big Blue House, but I don't remember it. What is the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Right. Are there any paragons in Orzammar now?
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Right, okay. Where's Branka?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago, seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths.
Of course she did.
She never returned.
Alright, let me go.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories.
Oh, okay.
I wish I knew what significance it has.
So everybody who comes in here, you just record them in their memories. Oh, and the quest is to talk to him about the Chantry. I'm not playing this as a religious person, because I'm not really. So again, I'm probably not going to end up finishing that quest, because I don't care about the Chantry. Search of the True Prophet. It's a gift. Something for Liliana, I would assume. Okay. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done in the shaperate for now. We will work on that possible Chantry thing later. Alright, thanks for coming by, Rachel. You got hit by Nightbot for all those emojis. Oh, I guess it was the emojis plus too many exclamation points. That was a really weird timeout by Nightbot. But thank you, Rachel, for coming by. I appreciate you. Oh. I was thinking about this earlier. Rachel and Darlin, I'm really good friends with both of them. They've both, in a short time, have become good friends of mine. And I've never been friends with, like, sisters before. So the... Rachel. So it's kind of weird sometimes, having both of them as friends. Like I'll be hanging out with Rachel, and Taylor will just barge into her room and be like, "Hey, Rachel," and just start yelling at her. Or I'll be hanging out with Taylor, and Rachel will laugh at me and make comments about the shows we're watching. Okay, wait. That was the Chamber of the Assembly. I'm going to go here second. I want to go to this other place first.
You know, after all this is over, I wouldn't mind getting a job here.
Really?
I could sing, tell stories, help the king get items from high shelves.
I don't quite understand that last part. Have the king get items from high shelves. The king is not tall. I guess she thinks that it would be funny? I don't know. Well, I've seen a lot of my mods come by today, too. I'm really happy to see you all when you come. I'm happy to see everybody, but I know a lot of the mods, they come in at different times and different parts of the weeks, and I've seen a lot of you today. It's cool. Thank you.
Good day, Grey Warden.
It's a little easier on the mind when you see your mods in the chat. I mean, that's not necessarily true in Indy's case. When Indy's here, you know, like, things will probably get broken and thrown, and things will be in general disarray. Nothing.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Right, okay. How do I get an invitation? Royal Guard. Ooh. What was that? What happened? Weird. Can we go through here? Yeah, we can. Some back halls. Oh, there's thieves back here! That will teach you. Were you sent by Haramont, or are you just mindless thugs?
Glory and bloodshed. What's going on?
I don't know. They're just
the ancestors.
No,
Good
I
on
know.
you, Warden.
Thanks.
You caught them in the act.
I know. They're awful
Guess
people.
desperate.
They tunneled.
Where times drive people to strange things.
Cammy, you're such a hater. Why do you hate? So there's nothing in here. Sorry. Hey, look, there's Indy. He's here to cause trouble and throw things and break things. Why would you do this, Indy? Why? Why do you have such little regard for neatness? Liliana, I assume you can't get to this. Oh, you can. A love letter? A dwarven mace? No, Rachel, I mean, when you do it, you don't know that you're hating. When Rachel does it, she's perfectly aware that she's being a hater. Like, she doesn't deny it. You deny it, she does not. Oh, interesting. A glass phylactery. Let's, because the last time we saw one of these, it was really interesting.
It is begun.
Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. Yeah, see? See, Cammy? Indy's an intermittent lurker. Yeah, Cammy and I were yelling at him about this yesterday, or a couple days ago. Continue. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Alright. Revenant. Oh, I bet you he's gonna... He did resist that. Right. We can't give him the advantage. Stay alive, Alistair. I've got you. Alistair, please. Morgan, I need you. Get a heal on Alistair.
I shall do it.
Threw a rock at him. Oh, get him, Alistair. Oh. Finish him. Good job. Well, I'm a mage. I have to hide. That's what mages do. You're not supposed to be in the front. Silly girl. Once upon a time, I thought Darlin was smart, and now I don't. I picked a mage because mages are awesome. And plus, I'm a sorcerer anyway. I have all the sorcery powers. The most unexciting fight you've ever seen in your life. I guess that means all of the fights I had with my ex-wife were more entertaining. I will say, like, looking back at it, they weren't necessarily not funny. Like the time, you know, I had a wedding and my sister put on black nail polish. Or that one time I had a wedding and my sister had the nice bridesmaid dress, but she went outside in the rain. Or the time I had the wedding and, you know, I'll stop. Or the time I had the wedding and my sister frowned in one of the pictures. I don't know if she did that on purpose or not. What is that? Christy is a badass. Hope she didn't get offended by that. It wasn't meant to be that way. What? Really? But the photographer would have known you were in the wedding party. And you know what? Here's another thing that happened at my wedding. I assume Amy told me be there 2 hours prior to the service. I'm going to assume she said that. And I probably just wasn't listening. And so the guys who were standing up for me, well, Rob and Andy were their names. We showed up at the wedding like 15 minutes before it was supposed to start. And we're walking up to the door. And Amy's mom came out. And she's like, where have you guys been? And I was like, hanging out? And she was like, you were supposed to be here 2 hours before the wedding, or before, so you could do photos. And I was like, can't we just get the photos afterwards? But we had a lot of important things to do, like Mario Party and Mario Kart and eat Doritos. I mean, there's a lot of important things going on. It couldn't be delayed. The wedding was delayable. The Mario Kart maybe not so much. I did take a lot of time doing my hair that morning, though. Yeah, well, anyway. I told Christy if I ever do get married again, she will stand up in my wedding, if she wants to. It's obviously not, she doesn't have to, she doesn't want to. But she'll be on my side. That way, if there's any beef, it'll be with me, and I don't plan on causing her any beef. And it's not going to be, like, formal either. She's not going to have to wear a dress or a tux or anything, probably. We'll just, like, wear, like, sports jerseys or something.
What news do you bring?
Oh, yeah, darling. Listen, Amy would have not gone for that. Because let me tell you, this was... She did all of the planning. Well, her and her parents, for the most part. Even when it came down to what my tux was, which I didn't care about. But there was one thing I wanted. There were these shoes. They were like fancy sneakers, like fancy basketball shoes. You know how you get the regular church shoes and they kind of have that shine? So I found one of those in like a sneakers. And I was like, I want to wear these for the wedding. And Amy was not against, or she was not for it. She was like, you can't do that. And it finally got to the point where she was like, okay, I'll ask Ashley, which is her maid of honor. And Ashley looked at them and she said, you know, they're not so bad. And so Amy gave in. She's like, okay, you can wear the shoes. And they had like kind of this Nike stripe on it. So when they came in, because I just rented them, when they came in, I picked them up and I brought them back. And Ashley's like, what is this? And I was like, well, this is what, you know, we said I could wear. And she's like, I didn't know it had the white stripe. And I was like, nope, too late. I'm wearing them. Those are my shoes. I'm not getting anything else. So even the shoes, she fought with me on, but I did get the shoes. And they're awesome shoes. No, the maid of honor didn't run the show. She was just more of the enforcer, I would say. And then, like, Christy was the rebel. I think at one point somebody called the enforcer a rhinoceros. Good memories of that day. Not for the right reasons. Christy. Ugh. Well, I mean, that's what some of the women do. They want the oh, I forgot to turn off my phone. The bride runs the show, and then she sends the maid of honor to do all the dirty work. Yeah, well, you were almost late for your wedding. I pretty much was. Okay, let's get to the game. What news do you bring? You know who I am.
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage.
Eclectic.
I hear you seek the aid of Orzamar's finest.
I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
You bought your bouquet 2 hours before the wedding. How were you almost late? Did you run into traffic? Oh yeah, I mean, marriage and kids aren't fantastic things. They're traditional things, they aren't fantastic things. I'll probably get married again at some point. The kid thing is unlikely. Okay. Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Haramond hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
Okay, so Balin's having the same problem Haramond had. I thought King Endrin himself supported Haramond.
That hurts worst of all. That Haramond would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son.
Really?
After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger.
Right.
However reputable that stranger might be.
What must I do to prove my good intentions?
Haramond has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Haramond's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
Not to get too much into a conversation that Darla and I had, but she even did say to me one time, she was like, JC, I'm having baby fever, tell me to stop. And I was like, and I said, stop, darling. But she was like, no, I can't do it. I have to watch these YouTube videos about babies. And I said, darling, what are you doing? I'm agreed that my Lord Prince would show his gratitude. I'm certain. What kind of evidence?
Haramond promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy.
Right.
Haramond can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast.
Right, okay.
I have copies of the promissory notes Haramond gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Okay, gotcha. Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Right. Isn't there someone you can report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Haramond's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time.
Listen, I'm a Grey
I will
Warden,
be here if
okay?
you change your mind.
I don't swear allegiance to anyone. I'm a Grey Warden.
As you say.
Back to the Diamond Quarter. Where am I? Who are you? Oh, you're Doolin. Did I go the wrong way? I'm gonna go back in quick. I think this is where I wanted to go.
The assembly is in
Shall be
session.
done.
Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Okay, I will.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Wow.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's meat.
Enough. The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Look at us standing there all badass. It's going on?
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I feel like I might be a guest of state. Don't you recognize that I'm a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard.
It's okay.
Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Right. Did you know there's a blight coming?
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
Who's running this place in the vacancy?
Dulin Verender, Harriman's man, can be found at the Harriman estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly.
No one. Gotcha.
I only wish there was more I could do for you. Warden, I'm afraid the assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
Is there a way I can break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harriman, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Verender, Harriman's man, can be found at the Harriman estate.
Yeah, you said that
Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly.
Can we go in the assembly?
I only wish there was more I could do for you.
No? Okay. Here's Vartag. So we're basically forced with what choice we're gonna make. So Balin is trying to take King of Orzammar, where he's promised some deeds to two different people who he can't do. And this guy, who serves Balin, says he can prove that. But Balin was also accused of killing his father just for the throne. It feels like... Now, we can't prove any of this. I mean, as a chaotic neutral, I don't really care. Having to pick one, I don't know.
It is begun.
So, oh, you know what? I wonder if there's a thing. Hey, that guy was just standing out here. Where'd he go? He must have gone back in the Harriman's house. The Royal Palace.
Lord Harriman is a weak man, and he will be a weak king. Yes.
Wow, that was a weak statement. Lady Dace.
Lord Balin is a
very well.
bad man.
Okay. So each side has their own criers. 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry, I'm here. I'm here. Don't go away, I'm here. Alright, so Doolin is here. This is the guy who said, if we fight in the proving, we can get Haramont's approval.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Haramont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Right. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, I get it. Tell me about the provings again.
Provings are how our ancestors show their judgment, pitting body against body in a ring of scared stone. Everyone in Orzammar accepts that judgment.
Okay. Who's fighting for Balin?
The usual. A couple of Idukans, some Gavorns. He has many men lined up, but not all of them are top-ranking. Piotin Idukan and Wojciech Ivo are his best.
Right.
They're both unpredictable, and some of the best fighters Orzammar has seen.
Right. Okay. How well do you know Lord Haramont?
I served under General Haramont for 3 years.
He's a general.
Under his command, every dwarven life is important. He would not waste even a single soldier.
Okay, gotcha.
He's the king Orzammar needs, especially in a blight. Balin would call any fight a victory so long as he remains standing.
Right, I'm with ya. What did you ask me to do again?
Balin is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory. But he's somehow scared off most of Lord Haramont's fighters.
Right.
If you can enter as Haramont's champion, you would prove your dedication well.
I'll enter the proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Haramont's roster.
Right.
The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster.
Okay.
If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Tapster's Tavern. Have we been there? I don't think we've been there yet. How did we miss it? Let's go see if we can find this tavern.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Why are you so angry?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
What's going on?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
But he is warrior caste, right? Who are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Right. And who is he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch.
Right.
He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
Right. So you were arguing about Branka.
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why does he care about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
I should get going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Yeah, that's not my deal. That's yours. I do not care what Ogren does. He didn't get very far. Alright.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Interesting. I think I'll go with you.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with
I'm a warden.
You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions.
Go on.
These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target.
Part of the Carta?
So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
I can tell you what's gonna happen. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
I'll see you later. Bye. You guys certainly ran off quickly. So what's going on?
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store.
Right.
I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown.
Okay.
That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
The children of criminals. They're children as well.
Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement.
It's true, it is a strong job.
They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
Yeah, actually, I want to see your wares, so if you could just calm down for a second.
Do you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford. I assure you.
Well, there's no need for that. I'm quite wealthy. You do not have anything that's really interesting to me, but I will take your poultice. You can have this, and you can have this. And you can have this, because I'm not using a crossbow. This is garbage. 4 armor. It's got 34 strength on it. We're gonna keep it around for now. Thank you for doing business with me. I actually took some of your money instead of giving you some, but... Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go look for this tavern thingy that... Floor carving.
I shall do it.
Oh, interesting. I can't believe I didn't see that before. What is this? Okay, that's the armor. Oh, here it is. Did we just mosey on by this before? Of course, we can't. Oh, okay.
As you say.
Anybody? No? Alright. Into the tavern we go. I can't believe I missed this.
I once drank a thimble of dwarven ale, woke up a week later in Jada wearing nothing but my shoes and a towel.
I'd like to see that. I guess I did see that at the start of the stream. Oh.
Barmaid, clean that up.
Did somebody give hearts and hugs and general gross love? I could see that.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about.
I am.
Welcome to Tapsters.
Thank you.
I'm Cora, your hostess.
You are a
How
lovely
may I
lady.
serve you?
Oh, I don't know. I like a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
I guess I've changed my mind.
So, what'll it be then?
Tell me about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate.
That's right.
But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Sure.
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it.
What
But
cast
if
are
you
you?
want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
Right. That's all.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Oh, thank you. You have a lovely place here.
I'll miss old King Endrin. He was a good man.
Yeah. Too bad Balin wasn't
There's
the
an
same.
ale out there with my name on it.
Yeah? What's your name?
I'm coming. Hold on.
Wow. Nevin.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's expeditionary field unit. And yourself?
I am JC, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much.
Right.
Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name?
Duncan.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's that's a really interesting throwback to one of the other starting plot lines of this game. You knew Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Right, I'm with you. You're actually, I like it. You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Oh, I like him even more. Okay. I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
I know. So he kind of just made a statement for Balin. What are these guys doing? Right. That's terrible. I think that's what Indy would sound like. Hey Angie, it's good to see you again. Thank you for taking a break from your studying to hang out a little bit. Shadow Hearts, Angie's always good for Shadow Hearts. I appreciate you, Angie.
This, my friend, is a pint.
Wow, there's a Lord of the Rings throwback. Nervous adventurer.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, find you.
Right.
See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass.
Are you
Take
British?
them. I want out.
Right.
I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Where are you going?
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to
He's
decide
not entirely
who's worthy?
wrong.
And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You realize that there's a meeting going on up in the Shaperate. No, it was not me, Indy. You should be ashamed of you. I sing much better than that. Ask Zenora. Oh, Darlin too. Darlin's a big fan of mine. Yeah.
Very
the
good.
Assembly.
I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Right. So you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Right. So who are you supporting?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Right. Interesting information.
As you wish.
Harrowmont's nicer, but Balin's probably a better king because he's smarter.
A plate of your best soup, and bring it well hot.
There's Ogren. Who are you? Oh, that's Doolin.
Sit down. Have a drink. Enjoy life.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. People are saying how you've thrown yourself on Harrowmont's wagon train. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest.
How so? Do you support Balin? I don't understand. All the rest?
Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her.
Listen, you're in this for yourself just as much as anybody else, guy. She's the paragon?
City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years.
So she's probably not living at this point.
2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. What's it matter to you, huh? You trying to find out her secrets? That what Harrowmont sent you here for?
Yeah.
I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though.
Right.
He looking to take it for himself? A
Holy
little
hell,
lost
Ogren.
technology of the ancients to throw Balin right out of the picture?
What technology?
You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about.
Okay.
Well, sod off and sod your mother, too. I need a bleeding drink.
I bet you do.
You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
Right.
Sod off, Duster.
Right, okay. Give it a quick save. That guy is really just... Wow. Physiology. I'm not so much into anatomy. I guess they're mostly the same though, right?
Back so soon? The proving is not finished. What happened?
Oh, I'm on my way.
May the ancestors guide your arm.
Thanks. I'm on my way to the proving. I need to do something first, though. I wonder if I can do it in the proving. This is what I'm looking for, right? Maybe?
Very well.
No? It's a signpost. Never mind. There's something specific I'm looking for. I don't see it in this version. Oh, there's a nug.
I will never get over how quietly you are able to move.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I'm not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all had different ways of doing things. Some preferred not to be seen at all, to cloak themselves in shadow and darkness. I realized that it is not such a bad thing to be seen, as long as you do not stand out and are quickly forgotten. I specialized in blending in, not drawing attention and looking like I had every right to be there. It is invisibility, but of another kind.
Ah, yes, but I heard you often seduced your targets. They'd remember you.
Not if they died.
Oh.
Okay.
Dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. Tell me that isn't a good death.
I don't know if I
interesting.
should take you seriously. But you scare me sometimes.
Rightfully so, probably. Okay. That was an interesting little... And there's a nug. Hello, nug. We have to try to remember to turn that in later. I'm gonna do... I'm going to assume I can do it inside. If not, I'll come back outside and do it. How you guys all doing? Couple hours in. A lot of you hanging out with me still. I appreciate that. Just chilling, having a good time. Watching some Dragon Age. Hearing good banter. Getting involved in some politics.
I hear there are all kinds of rules that govern the proving. They get very mad if you break the rules.
Okay. I'm looking for something specific here, which I do not see. Alright.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I agree. Good luck on the exams. Is it exam time? I know she said she was studying, but did she say exams? Yeah, she said studying. I guess you've watched a lot of provings?
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So the proving is just a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
I can't tell if that's going to be a joke or an insult. Christy, I'm waiting. I'm interested. What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Right. I've got to go.
I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Right. What's through here? Oh, got him. Got him. I don't think Indy's even paying attention. He said that it is not worth it to him to pay attention.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after.
Oh, I'm not an admirer. I do not care about you.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Oh. I'm a Grey Warden. Bastard.
This is a private area. Combatants only.
Indy, Christie's calling you out and you have nothing to say? I'm going to have to assume that's an admission of guilt. Your silence is an admission of guilt. No, it's too late now. Nope.
Balin's definitely fielding the stronger team.
Yeah, not for long.
I don't understand those silent sisters. I sure wouldn't want my sister cutting out her tongue and fighting Darkspawn.
Interesting. The Silent Sisters. They're a bigger thing in Dragon Age 2, if I remember correctly.
Must the provings be so violent?
Don't you know trash bags are an essential part of every household? Indy, are you calling my sister trash? I don't think I approve of this. You'd better make it up to her. I do not approve.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Very well.
I am JC, the Grey Warden.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She
Right.
doesn't talk to anyone.
Okay. What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Right. And who are you?
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a silent sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
Like talking? Whose side are you two on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
Right. I'm on my own side.
Then you have lost. Even in the ring, every man and woman brings an army if people support them. But she who fights without cause is only training.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds wrong. So,
You looking at something?
I guess not.
Get out of here!
Christy, I don't think Indy's interested in engaging in a battle of wits with you because he knows he would lose.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you.
Oh my god, guys! I just got an email
to fight against someone
of
so
Olivia and she wants to get naked for
In
me.
fact, if you were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Oh no, I got one from Jasmine as well. Sweet. You mean illegal?
Assembly restricted, not illegal. All that ritual lets nobles rationalize it's not a blood sport. They don't like commoners using the arena for petty squabbles. Some of us prefer an honest spectacle. And sometimes someone needs a good beating, and all that talking gets in the way.
Right. I'll see you later.
I trust you'll keep the offer to yourself.
Yeah, listen, I know what you're up to. You're part of Balin's cronies. That's Balin's guy, right?
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Who are you?
Why, I'm Basil Harrimont, but you know that. Why else would you... if you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Right. Are you Lord Harrimont?
Nothing. I'm leaving the Proving.
That's right, I'm the boss. You better believe it. I will fight you. If you are making a move on my sister and your name is not Philip, I will fight you. Tell me what's going on.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
You're afraid your affair will be exposed.
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Right. Did Balin threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miyaja. She's the one who threatened to expose me.
Okay. What evidence does she have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public...
I think I have those in my backpack, actually.
Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
Anyway. Yeah, I think I have those.
I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could.
Right.
If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the Proving.
I'm not interested. I want to fight in the Proving.
Registration's closed once the first bout starts.
Achievement unlocked to bully. I don't know what that means. So there's one thing I want to do here first before we get into the Proving. And I don't... Like I said, this version of the game is a little different than the one I was playing for the 360. Yes, I am also the boss during Indy's streams. He said on multiple occasions I am his head mod. And rightfully so. So I say, Indy, you can't play that awful game. And then he doesn't play it. He says, JC, I will play whatever you want me to play.
So have you heard? Morrigan and him are, you know.
What?
Have you nothing better to do than spread idle gossip? And besides, he can probably hear us both. He must be very discreet.
Right here.
No, look, he's not even paying attention.
What are you talking about?
Maybe. You don't think that he's serious about it, do you? The woman is a vile fiend.
Well, look here. Now who's an idle gossip? Meow.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one who started this, I might remind you. And I'm...
Morgan's watching
well,
too.
I'm ending it.
We are going to change the party around just a little bit for the proving. And I couldn't find the, I guess, they're like teleporter stone thingies. So I'm gonna have to do it outside. We're gonna have to go to camp and do it outside.
I imagine you have already composed a suitable ballad to commemorate the events of
Pity for a
Redcliffe
poor
Lane.
old man.
Why would I do such a thing?
You have taken up your instruments once again, have you not? So to speak. A bard takes events of great import and puts them to tale.
What happened at Redcliffe was horrible. So many people died, and they were violated by unimaginable.
Yeah, but that's what
evil
bards
force.
do. They tell the
That was
story.
not so difficult, was it? You may wish to add music, however.
You make it sound as if you enjoyed what happened there. I can barely stomach to think of it.
But we were successful in the end. Victory without cost has little worth.
I just think of what that poor little boy went through. No, I don't want to glorify what happened there.
Then who will learn from these events? I would think on it some more, were I you.
I agree with Morgan on this one. Actually, I tend to agree with Morgan on a lot of things. With the exception of the Blood Mage. I hated Jolene. Sup, nerd? Are you here? Sup, nerd? We are going to pet Gus. Oh, good old Gus. Good old Gus getting petted. Alright. So basically, we just had to come back here to change our lineup. And we are going to go Alistair.
Yes.
Gus. Morgan.
Indeed.
La. What are you humming about, Turner? What's wrong? What confused you, Turner? Did someone hurt you? You guys chased away Christy because you're not listening. I hope you're happy. Catch you later, Christy. Enjoy the
Just how
run.
smart a Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know.
Wow.
Hey, now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy?
Wow.
Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think Darlin's gonna like Alistair anymore. Oh, sometimes a day. Holy smokes. Wait a minute. Because we did go out and come back in. I don't want to have to do that again. Just in case the game crashes. Enjoy the rum. Yes, Christy, enjoy your rum. Hey.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
I'm here to fight as Lord Harriman's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here.
Right.
Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
JC of the Grey Wardens.
I'll just call you Grey Warden.
Okay.
Since those elven names are such a mouthful.
JC's
we
very
actually
easy.
have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Yes, yes I am. Who will I be fighting?
Looks like Suwern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old.
Very impressive.
All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start?
What are the rules?
Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium enhanced weapons in single combat, pairs, or battle units.
Right.
Are you ready to start?
Let's do it.
That's what I like to hear.
Going into the
I will
proving,
warn you,
guys.
though, this is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
Indy. Do I need to come up? Listen, I have my passport. I will come to Ontario and I will fight you. I want to fight.
Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Suvern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Suvern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in
Message
this very
retracted.
ring.
What are you doing today?
Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Haramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
You honor me with this fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
As you say. Very well. As you say.
You weren't very tough.
The winner is the Grey Warden.
I win!
That was an exciting start, Warden. Suvern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukejan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so
Doesn't
watch
make
out
any
for
sense.
Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukejan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin?
Point me to the ring.
All right, then. I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Haramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukejan.
This is 1 versus 2. This is not fair.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
We fight as one!
I know you're cheaters.
Very well.
These guys have almost no resistance. It's almost not even fair. And the winner is the Grey Wardens.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily.
Oh, I did.
Are you ready for your next opponent?
Oh, man. Yes, yes, I'll tear out his spine.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Haramont's champion has held the field so far, but how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue.
We've all been single matches
And
so
to
far.
our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I shall do it. It is begun. Shall be done.
So bad and so easy.
The winner is
the Grey Warden!
Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Show me. Yes.
Excellent. Let us go.
I don't want a singles match, though. Give me a duels match. Or
This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat.
Sweet.
Just as Kiakshet fought as King Bloodlick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valance.
Oh, the Sorceress Morrigan. That sounds fun. I will fight only with my faithful hound.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Shall be done.
The winner is the Grey Warden.
Yay! Woo!
I win! Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Aramont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes, show me my opponent.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving. Fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to
What a
honor
good proving
the
this
memory
is.
of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, the Jotun Iduken has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers.
I like it.
To see once and for
I
all
like it.
whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Iduken.
Right. I dedicate my triumph to Haramont's victor.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Boy, this is going to be a little bit more rough than I had thought. No! Alistair, stay alive, my friend. Oop, that's you. I've got you. Alistair, please. What are you doing? Get him, Gus. Good job.
The winner is
The Grey Warden.
I win! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Haramont.
Yes. Naturally.
I'd call that arrogant, but your performance justifies it. It was a gift, just to watch you fight,
That's
Warden.
right. That's right. Oh, man. We did so good, you guys. The Grey Warden! I love it. They cheer my name. Oh, wait, where am I? I'm just trying to get out of here now. I need the beers. Wait a minute, was I standing in front of the exit? I don't remember how to get out. Yes, thank you, Angie. How do I get out? I'm trying to get out. This is the exit. I should have known. I went through here before. No. How you guys doing? Did you guys like the proving? Did you like the proving? I know you didn't say much because it was probably so entertaining. You said the proving. Oh my god, how much fun. That's what I said. Are we gonna get a little cutscene here?
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want.
Why do you say that to my
Why
dog?
do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
What?
I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves.
More again.
And he persists. Maddening.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, let's see if he finds anything interesting. 100-year-old bottle of wine. Dust still clings to it. Thank you. Good boy, Gus. We also found a nug. So let's take the nug to the nug wrangler. That's this guy.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
That's right. And let's go back to the tavern because that's where Guy was and he wanted us to come see him. I just saw this now. Okay. Alright, Angie. Thanks for coming over. I appreciate you. Thanks for the shadow hearts. I appreciate that as well. Hey, did you see me in there? I was amazing.
Svala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing.
Oh my god.
There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Excellent. Lead the way.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
That's right. That's because I'm amazing. Did you see me in the proving? I was so great. And my faithful hound. We wrecked him. Oh my god, this music. This music is from Dragon Age 2. Morrigan leveled up. I don't think I've ever used this. Interesting. I don't think I'll ever use it, but that's interesting anyway. Cone of Cold. Mass Rejuvenation. Huh. She is more of a healer. Well... Let's do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to really be using it that much.
His lordship appreciates your support.
Right. In we go.
Very well.
First of all, before I talk to you, do you have anything to loot? No? Nothing? Lord Haramont.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Haramont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
Balin says you're trying to usurp his family rights.
No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will.
Are you sure?
Balin has lost nothing that ever belonged to him, and nothing that his own father thought he should have.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Why would Endrin prefer you over his own son?
You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago.
Right.
His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look.
I'm with you.
Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power.
You believe you'd be a better king than Balin?
I have never sought the throne. My role was to serve Endrin, first as his advisor, then as an elected Desher in the assembly. A Haramont has never been king, and I always assumed Trian would rule after his father. But both Endrin and my colleagues have asked me to step up, and I will not back down when Orzammar needs me.
Please. The Assembly has more power than the king.
The Assembly represents the voices of the wisest, most noble families. While we need a single king to preside over important functions and lead us in battle, the Assembly better represents all in Orzammar.
I need your help against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a Blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
Yeah. What about him?
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dust Town, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
I'll deal with Jarvia. Be ready to help against the Blight.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops.
Right.
Look for Jarvia in Dust Town. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Okay. Right. So, we are being sent... Wait a minute. To Dust Town.
lordship appreciates your support.
To take out Jarvia the cartel, and then Haramont will give us his troops. I'm really tired of running in circles for these nobles, guys. Really tired. But
News of the hour. Endorsed by the Honorable Grey Wardens. Lord Balin furious.
I don't really care about Lord Balin right now. Oh, who are you?
You have come at a difficult time.
Right.
Orzammar is ailing for want of a
Let's see if we can go down and talk to Ogren. He's very upset about things. Come now.
Haramont has suckered the
Really?
Balin will not allow it.
Come on now. Good job. I think I was gonna nail me, and then Alistair got him.
As you say.
Ogren. He's still here.
Sod off, Duster.
Really? Okay. Well, he's clearly still quite angry about something. Is this earthquake? Oh, that's interesting. It cannot move. That's silly. Okay. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Alright, so let's...
I shall do it.
We need to go down to the... Oh. The lower city Dust Town, but I want to switch out Gus again for Liliana. On the 360 version, like I said, they have these kind of like little pillar things where you can choose what characters you want, and they'll just like kind of teleport to you, where you don't have to like go back and forth between between like outside and inside and go to the camp to switch party members.
So tell me, was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant? Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight? Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
Wow. So you guys stop fighting? Try to decide if I was going to keep going or end it. You good, Gus? You doing okay? Pet Gus. The cartel can get long, but the tigers can get really, really long too.
What do you need?
Nothing.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Yes, I am. Oh, let's go to bed. But we should move on.
No need to say it. I can read your intentions from your expression.
Say what? I guess she's mad at us again.
Fool? Let us not drag this out further. I already know of Leliana's ultimatum.
It wasn't necessarily an ultimatum.
We have had our time together. She cannot take that away from us. But now 'tis done, yes? So be it.
I didn't say that.
To tell it truly, she is far more suited to you. Go then. Go and revel in your domesticated bliss.
Well, that's not quite how I saw this going. No, the Shadow Hearts, they cancel out the pink cards, so no worries. You'd have to put like 3,000 more pink cards. At which point, if you try that, I'll unmod you. At which point, Nightbot will hammer you twice, and a lot of times, many times. Can we escape out of this conversation?
Not sorry enough, evidently.
What?
We have better things to do than dwell on the past. Let us not speak of this again.
Right. Morgan disapproves a lot, I think. 15.
It is a curious thing. I do not know how else to describe it.
What's that?
No, nothing is wrong. It is a little embarrassing to admit, in fact. I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds. I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I knew immediately that you were far more formidable than the other men you traveled with. I found you intriguing. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds.
Why would I do that?
I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships, to put it lightly. It is something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me. Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
It was not such a terrible battle, trust me.
Even so, you went. No one has ever... 'Twas unexpected. That is all. The extent of my usefulness does not explain the interest and kindness you have shown since the wilds. You could as easily have ignored me entirely, yet you did not. You will need to forgive me for speaking so awkwardly, but do you suppose that we have become friends?
An interesting... we just kind of cut it off with her, and now she wants to get back together. I would certainly hope so.
Indeed. Remarkable. I have been with men physically, those who lusted after me and even professed love, but friendship with a man? I did not know 'twas even possible. Still, 'tis good to think that we are friends.
Oh, look at these robes.
Of all the things I could have imagined when Flemeth told me to
I
go
do like
with you,
this.
this would be the very last. I want you to know that while I may not always prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough of such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
Interested. Morrigan +5.
Do you realize that you've been smiling for hours now?
What? That's silly.
You are the one acting ridiculously. Since the last time you and that girl shot glances at each other, in fact. I cannot imagine what you begin to see in her. I hope at least the dalliance is worthwhile.
Are you jelly?
Should I be? I know what I'm missing after all. 'Tis a bit sickening to watch you two, but I imagine it at least takes your mind from our situation. Have it your way.
Is that a minus? I assume... Oh, no.
What comes, my friend? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Yeah, maybe she didn't want to get back together. I thought she did, but
What
I guess
comes,
the
my
other
friend?
situation superseded this one.
So, full of questions, are you?
So Flemeth is dead, now what?
Now I have enough time to study Mother's grimoire to find a way to prevent her from stealing my body in the future. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no?
And you'll think of a way to thank me.
I think a time shall come when I will repay you. Do not worry.
Okay. I will not worry. Morgan disapproves -3.
Interesting. 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 What comes, my friend?
Okay. So, what do we got here? La, la, la. Oh, some stuff we can turn in. A gold amulette. I could have given that to her too. Let's do that real quick.
A fine gift.
Oh.
You have... What comes, my
Nope,
friend?
nothing. Okay, I was just checking to see if we got more cutscenes. But we do not. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to call it there for today. Super nerd with 2 D's. Gotcha. I gotcha now. I don't have much to say, except I'll be back on Saturday with more Dragon Age Origins at 2 o'clock Eastern. We've got a long road ahead of us, though. We did a lot of blabbing today, which is good. I like seeing you guys. But we didn't get a lot done in the game because of it. We've got to go down to Dust Town and take care of Jarvia. And then we've still got a lot of stuff left to do in Orzammar. So what's probably going to happen is I'm going to stream on Saturday. I think Indy said he wasn't going to be here on Saturday. So I'll probably take over his time slot Saturday night as well. If that is the case. And you know what, even if he is, I still have to finish this game. I might take it over anyway. So, but either way, I'll be back on Saturday. If there happens to be a surprise stream tomorrow, which I don't think is going to happen, check the Twitter. Yeah, anyway, that's it for me. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Back live again, guys. I think I'm live again. I want to thank the Double D Super Nerd for the big donation towards the PC goal. I appreciate you. On the wall. Thank you.